How is it about Jerry?
Well, I think it has always been like this, you know. It has always been like this. We won them first leg, you know. I'm afraid this night though, because I am thinking that Ronaldo have scored our Champions League goals here. That is just my fear. That's just my fear this night. Because you remember Ronaldo with Real Madrid traveling to Wolfsburg, concede 2-0, say, hey guys, let's go. Santiago Bernabeu 3-0. Then Ronaldo again at Atletico Madrid 2-0, traveling to Santiago Bernabeu again 3-0. Now I think this is our Champions League goals against Atletico Madrid. But all the same, I think it was a good game. It was a good game in the sense that our problem all this one has been team selection. You know, it's not that we don't have good players. We have good players, but the team selection and the mentality of the players towards the game has been the problem. This is exactly the game we played against Chelsea, minus Ronaldo starting. This is our game against Chelsea. You know, jam-packing the midfield with defensive midfielders. You know, we don't have a scintillating defensive midfielder. So anytime we play two strong ones, we get results. If you check the game today, there was a Manjamatic, you know, who was soaking the pressure. So by soaking the pressure, he released Pogba and Fred to do the game. Aside a shaky Maguire, I think it was 100% all good. The game was in the game. Ronaldo was out of this world today. So I think it's a good game. It's a good game.
And then for Maguire now, how long do you feel he will continue doing things like this before he's finally like put on the bench properly? You know, make players we won't play without mistake play.
This is the reason why I say Man U should not qualify for top 4. We are not making top 4 despite this result. We are not making top 4. If you check, we've played 29 games. Arsenal has just played 25. They have 4 games. Tottenham has played 3 games less than Manchester United. So despite this result today, Manchester United is not making top 4. Maguire has no reason playing football in Manchester United. I say it every day. Maguire is in Man U today because he's a citizen of England. That is one. Then talking about the captaincy, you can't give the captain band to a man who is not outspoken, who is not composed, who is not matured enough.
Under pressure.
We can't be scoring goal and you are equalizing. And you want to be Manchester United captain. Okay, already Manchester United fans has already voted. You know, 70% of Manchester United voted against him.
In that poll, Abi, that he should leave.
Yes, he should leave. They even voted as Ronaldo should leave. Sancho got 90% to stay. You know? So it's not for me to say, but the whole world have seen that Maguire is not a Manchester United player. You can't be playing a big game against Tottenham, and a Dalot is more composed than you. No error from Dalot. I don't get sorry. A man just came from Varane. No error from Varane. You now an English born from Leicester City to Manchester United. You can't play Tottenham. You are scoring an own goal. A 37-year-old man is scoring and they are equalizing. So Maguire, I don't know about his future in Manchester United, but I know that at the end of this season, he will not be Manchester United captain come next season. That is very certain.
And then Marcus Rashford now, how does this boy find his way back?
Marcus Rashford has no problem. Marcus Rashford needs to play under a new manager. He's mentally low. There is this mental block in Manchester United players. So at times they switch on. This Manchester United today might switch off in Champions League. You will be surprised. This is exactly what we did against Tottenham. What happened the next game? The first leg against Tottenham, we won them. We scored 3. The next game, what happened? We flop. Because the management is poor. The dressing room is divided. There is no motivator. The captain himself, who's supposed to be the motivator, is so down. He's not good in the dressing room. He's not good in the pitch. So there's nobody talking to the players. The manager is below the standard of the players. So everything is all wrong. So I can't bank on this result. All I know is that today is a good day. Mine is now like Arsenal. The day we win, we win. The day we lose, we go home. You know? There is this consistency, like inconsistent in Manchester United. And that's been our problem. We had the games this January we were supposed to win, but now we should be second or third. But we wasted those opportunities. Now we are struggling. This Manchester United today is a classic Manchester United last season. You know? Yeah. We scored multiple goals. But this season, we had a Ronaldo, we channeled our games to him, just like today. He had 3 goals. So after the Ronaldo 3 goals, Manchester United did not score. So what happened? The day he converts goals, we win. The day he refuses to convert, we lose.
And he becomes useless to the team.
He becomes useless. Because you can't build your team on a 37-year-old man who just have a year contract left. You know, it's a recipe for disaster. He's doing well now, we are clapping. But is he going to be here next season? If Manchester United didn't make top 4, Ronaldo is going. Now you've built your game on him. Cavani will go with him. Pogba will go with him. So who are you building your game on? Rashford is low. Sancho is picking up. Greenwood is somewhere else where we don't know. So there is no team. My problem is that there is no team. They decide to play the day they want to play. The day they like to play for the manager. Like today, they play for the manager. I saw everybody marking. I saw a Manchester United that played like a Real Madrid. Every single player was marking. But can they repeat it? Without consistency, you cannot get the result. Can we play against just like this against Atletico Madrid? Can we face Liverpool like this? There is nothing wrong with Manchester United. We have players. I don't think a team that has a Pogba, a Bruno Fernandes, a Jordan Sancho, a Cristiano Ronaldo, a Marcus Rashford, a Fred, a Varane, Champions League winner, a Tige, a world-class goalkeeper. We shouldn't be struggling like this. We are only struggling because we have managers who has never been on top of their game. And players are not respecting anybody. You know? So the day they want to play for you, they play for you. But can they now, because it's like they are trying to sit up, seeing that they have like 9 matches to go. So they have no choice than to win the 9 matches. But are they winnable?
Question, because there are some big games in.
Not some big games. 70% of the remaining games are big games. There are Leicester there to play. There are Liverpool, Chelsea to play, Arsenal to play. So you need to maintain a particular level. You need to be like Man City. You must win week in, week out. If you must make top 4. Though I'm not praying for Manchester United to make top 4. If we can win our remaining games, fine. Let the morale be on top coming next season. But if top 4, I don't want it. Some players need to leave Manchester United. Manchester United need to go back to the drawing board and rediscover themselves. It's a very good day for Manchester United. I appreciate their performance today, honestly.
And then ahead of Atletico now, what are you expecting from that game now?
This is the best way to approach a big game. You know, coming from a winning, back of a win, you know, it's a good one because as it stands now, the dressing room is alive. You saw Ronaldo score the 3rd goal. Everybody was on him. You know, both the haters and the likes, everybody was on him. So they will now go to Champions League with this same mindset, knowing fully well that even as much as we may not win Champions League, at least let's progress. The first leg was just a 1-1 draw. We can win. If we get the first goal, we stabilize them. The secret of this game was we scoring first. You know, coming back immediately, we consider the equalizing goal. That was the secret. So you have a Ronaldo. Repeat this team. Atletico Madrid is not better than Tottenham currently. They're not better than Tottenham. So if you can win Tottenham home and away, if you can defeat them this way, they score 1 goal. They didn't even score a goal, a penalty and an own goal. You know, so we outplay them. What do you need to do? Maintain this level. Play your best legs. That winning team, keep playing them. Don't go and start experimenting. You know, don't go and touch something. Don't
Except Maguire, sir.
If you must touch something, you can pair Lindelof and Fred.
And Maguire.
Varane, yes. Lindelof and Varane will be okay. Maguire is a no-no in that game come midweek because he's shaky. Spanish football is one kind of football. It's not what you do with muscle. You need tactical players. Varane has been there. Lindelof is okay. So play the two. Outside them, repeat the team.
All right. Nice one, Henry. Too much. Congrats. How far?